Thank you.
This call is now being.
Okay, go back to Visual Studio. Now, can you see the terminal at the top? File, edit, selection, view, terminal. Click on new terminal. And there you just wait. Now, here in this terminal debug console, at the right hand side, it's written 1: PowerShell. Click on it. Click on default shell. Select. Now, can you see the third option? Git bash. Click on it. Just wait. Okay, now what you do, this terminal changing will take time. What you do, you close off your VS Code and reopen it again. Now again open the terminal. Okay, terminal is already open. Just wait. Now can you see this coloring has came here. Now you write node. So just say guys, here he is in desktop environment, and within the desktop he has created one folder, internship. So here, from here you can get to know the path, means where it is located, in which folder you are in right now. Node space and your file name. Your file name is script.js. And press enter. So your node is also installed properly. Everything is working fine. That's all. You can stop sharing your screen. So still few of them has not joined, I guess. Do you know anyone who has not joined and he or she is your friend? One, two, three, six. Only 6 right now. 7. Any other left? 7. Still 3 more students are not there. Okay, we will start the class now. So good morning everyone. So kindly don't be late. Please join on time at exact at 10 o'clock, so that we will try to make most of the 2 hours, because React is not so simple, because right, we will be dealing with JavaScript. We are not dealing with simple HTML and CSS. So it's better to come on time, and so that we can make exact use of 2 hours. Okay. And anywhere you feel means you are not clear, just let me know. And if you're not, if I'm not able to, if you can't hear me due to some reasons. So can someone tell me what is, we did few concepts yesterday. Variable mutation, type corrosion. Anyone can tell what is variable mutation? Can anyone tell what is variable mutation? No one? Okay, so we will carry on. But guys, just listen. It is as you will go ahead, it will be getting more difficult and difficult, or I will say it will be just getting more complex code. So it's better to revise each and every day what I am doing, or do a very simple programs. Although yesterday we didn't do anything, but as I will be doing teaching you this programming language, first of all JavaScript, so you should create your own programs, whatever. Although I will be giving you some challenges, and that is the best way of learning. Else you will be totally messed up if you will not practice, and for your project it will be very difficult of your internship project, whatever you will be doing. Okay, this was just a reminder to you. Now we will start. Just a basic revision I will do. First of all, JavaScript, we know it's it is used to show the dynamic text, and it is used in all modern front-end frameworks, and even in at server side also. So comments are there are two types of comments: single line comment and multi-line comment. Single line comment will be having 2 forward slashes, and multi-line will be slash and the asterisk. Sorry. Now there are some primitive data types. There are 5 of the primitive data types. Primitive means primary, the main data types. Okay, we will be coming to the user-defined data types. That will be something different. So that's why I have not written data types. I have written primitive data types. So there is a difference between both of them. So numbers, it can be anything: floating point, decimal, or without the decimal. String, a single character, or numerous characters. Boolean, true, false. Undefined, I told you. Undefined is when variable is there but it doesn't have any value. It doesn't contain any value. Then comes the null. Null means when we are trying to extract a variable which is not defined. That is known as at the time null. We can say, sorry, when you have declared some variable, let's say age, but we don't want to put some value 0, -1, anything. We just want to keep it empty, keep it clean. We don't want any garbage value in this. In C, if we know, if we do int C, then, and if we don't define any value within the C, it will contain some garbage value. You can just see. And if you will do printf C, it will give you some random hex number. So null is used. We don't want to contain any garbage value also, so that our code logic doesn't get wrong. So this is the difference between the undefined and the null. Now we know this is a simple invalid naming of variables. We can't put numbers or the special characters in between the variable name. Only special character which is used is underscore, and the most common way preferred to write the variable names is camel casing. Now comes the type corrosion and the variable mutation. What is type corrosion? Type corrosion is automatically changing the data type. Here we are having the John, first name equals to John, and var age equals to 28. And then I'm doing console.log first name plus space plus age. So what we are doing? John is a string. Sorry, first name is a string plus empty space, that is also a string, that is fine. But then to a string we are appending, not adding, appending, I will say. That is at the end we are just joining extra string, whatever we are having, and we are appending age, that is a number. So automatically it will be converted into the string. So not only the numbers, we can also append a Boolean data type also, and this is the second example. Now comes the variable mutation. Variable mutation is we are changing the data type. Let's say we have declared a variable var age equals to 20 and console.log age. It will give us 20 in number format. Then I'm saying age equals to 20 and it's a string now. And now age will be printed in a string format without giving us any error. And this is because JavaScript is highly dynamic. I hope everyone got it. Anyone have any questions?
Awesome.
Okay, cool. So now we will going to the basic operations. So let's go here, basic operators. Basic operators can now comes the basic operators. Can someone tell me what are the basic operators? By looking at the screen itself, you can tell. So there are three types of basic operators. First is mathematical operators. Mathematical operators are plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus. This we know. Then comes after the basic, it comes the logical. What are the logical? Greater than, equals to, less than, equals
Less
to,
than.
not equals to, right?
Hmm.
Then, so right now, and the relational operators also, which are not written. So let's come to mathematical. Can you mute the? Can you mute your mic? So now comes. Let's see one example. So what I've done, I have created a three variables. So till now we were just creating a single variable var is equals to like this. So we can create a multiple variables also. How? Just a var keyword and then the number of variables you want separated by a comma. So I have created now equals to 28, age John now equals to 2018, all this stuff. And now I'm doing year John equals to now minus age John. This is pretty simple. I hope everyone knows about it. So now we can even do like this. So here what I'm doing, here I'm storing the value of now minus age mark in year mark, but we don't want to store any value. We just want to print it out. At the time you can do dynamic stuff, that is now plus 2. So what it will do, whatever is the value of now, 2 will be added and it will be printed. And value of now will not be changed because we are not assigning, we are just, this is one expression. What is an expression? When two or more operators, these are operators, are doing some stuff like here addition operation is doing here multiplication and here division. So let's do this node.js. So now we are getting 1990 we are getting from. So first of all, we are getting this year John, then 2020 we are getting from here, because if we do console.log now, log now, and to be more clear, what I will do, we can even do our print statement something like this. Now what I'm doing here, I'm printing two separate things. When you want to print it out two separate things, at the time you will use a comma. Now is a string, and then I'm saying along with the now string, I want to print out some other variable value, that is now or something else. So you can even do something like this, year John, as much as you want. You can do it. All you have to remember is that variable name should be correct and it should be separated by a comma. So just see here. Now is our 2018. Here we are getting, and then afterwards now plus 2, that is 2020. And then it will just carry on. Now 2018 into 2 will give us 4036. So just see, it is not changing the value of now. It is just dynamically showing the value, that's all. This was about our mathematical operators. Now comes a logical operators. Logical operators. Can someone tell me what is the output of logical operators? You must have done C or Java or Python also, some of you. So what type of output is given? Boolean, correct. So logical operators gives us Boolean, this Boolean value. This also, Now comes the type of operator. Type of operator I have already told you yesterday. Just let me show you once again. For that I have to uncomment this. Before I do printf, can someone tell me the output? What should be the output of this 104? What we should get, our expected output? See, I want to know what type of data type is John Alder. So here John Alder, we are getting a Boolean value. So what we should get here, type of John Alder, what we should get? It's pretty simple.
It will be Boolean, I guess.
Boolean, correct. Yeah, don't hesitate. You just pick it out. Okay. It will be Boolean. Now comes the type of age John, where we are calculating. Age John is here. Age John equals to 28. So what should be our expected output? Age John has been assigned 28. 28 is a number.
It's a number, yeah.
So type of age John is
Number.
Number, correct. Now comes here. Type of Mark is older than John. What is it? Mark is older than John. What is it? It's a string, right? If it's a string, it will print it out as string. Now comes var x, and we are doing type of x. Can anyone guess? It should not be true because we have not assigned any value here. So you just
Undefined.
Undefined. Let's see. So first of all, it's correct. Boolean, number, string, and undefined. Why undefined? Because there is no value to it. So type of it will say it is undefined. I can't get any value. That's all. Very good try. What's your name? Who was giving me answers?
Glory.
Okay. So you're the only one who talked to me with before the internship over the call?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, fine. Now comes the operator precedence. So in mathematics also we have done many of the things. Means we used to do all this Bottom-up rule. So same Bottom-up rule is also applied in our JavaScript also, or any other programming language also. That is the brackets first, then the off operator, all that stuff. We will see a couple of examples for it. So try to answer as much as possible, although I have already given the answer. So I have again defined some variables. Just wait. So now comes here. I am again defining some variables here and giving some values. Now I'm doing multiple operators. So what is happening here? Now minus year John and then greater than or equals to full age. So as you know, means our code is always executed from top to bottom and left to right. So here also it will happen like this. And secondly, mathematical operator comes ahead of the logical operators. If you have seen, this is a greater than or equals to, it is afterwards. So now minus here John, it will calculate itself whatever you want, means whatever is the value, and then it will be calculated whether this whatever result we are getting, if it is greater or not equals to. If some of are getting confused, what is the best practice? Put the this brackets, so that now we are 100% sure that first the bracket will be executed and then our logical operator will be executed. But once you are quite sure with the JavaScript, you will get no need to put extra brackets and making your code very ugly like that. So just do like this, now minus here John, and it will give us a result, and result will be of Boolean type, because our last operation is logical. It's not mathematical. You just have to remember this. Now comes here something else. H John, now minus here John, again it will calculate whatever, and then I'm doing H mark, and again it's exactly the same as it is here. I'm just grouping. So when you are putting the bracket, at the time we called as grouping, else multiple operators. Now comes multiple assignment. So how exactly it is happening? First I'm saying var x comma y. I have declared the two variables. Now I'm saying x is equals to y. Just see here, y and x are undefined right now. X is equals to y and y is equals to 3 plus 2 into 4 minus 6. So, and then afterwards I'm doing console.log x and console.log y. Should we get some result like 1, 2, 3, 4, or we should get undefined?
Yeah, we'll get results, sir.
We will get, I hope others are understanding, because he is only speaking, he is only giving the answers.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Getting it.
And are you making the note?
Yes, sir.
Give you the time. Just wait. Sorry, I forgot to give you the time to make to copy down the code. So we will get some result. So what is the result? I will comment this out because we know about this. And we are getting 26. So the people who are confused, let me tell you. So assignment equal to is our assignment operator, and assignment operators always works from right to left. That is, first it will execute whatever there is on right. Towards the towards the right of x is y, and then there is again an assignment operator. Towards the right of y is our this. So hence it will not give us undefined. So like mathematical operators will be working from the left to right and based on the precedence, and here equal to sign will be working from the right to left. So first of all, as there is a bracket, first this will be executed, that is 3 plus 5, 8, and then out of multiplication and subtraction, multiplication will be
26.
26. Very good. So 26 will be assigned to y.
Y and y will be assigned as x.
X.
Y value.
So 26. Exactly correct. Now comes the more operators. So what are shorthand operators? Shorthand operators are those in which the way we write the short way. So we would have done many times like x into equals to 2. What does it mean? It means x is equals to x into 2, correct? And then x equals to x plus equals to 10. It means x is equals to x plus 10. So when we use the shorthand operators, we use when we want to add some value or subtract some value, multiply some value from to the existing value. That's when, because what is happening here, we are saying x should be equals to x, value of x, whatever the value of x is, and then multiply it by 2. So what we are doing here, we want to multiply 2 to the existing value of x. So at the time we use shorthand operators, because why to unnecessarily write these 3 characters? We can just write like this, and it looks good also. Same way we are adding the 10 to the existing value of x. Now if you want to subtract only 1 from the current value, either you can write x is equals to x minus 1, or you can write it like this, x minus minus and x plus plus. Okay, so now I'm giving you the time to copy. Will you like to copy this basic operators? Hello.
Sir, I'm actually recording it. We know actually what the operators are. So
Okay.
it's better we can see it again and we can revise it again. I'm just recording.
Okay, cool.
So if it is writing, it will take some time. So
Fine, but
mm,
you should what
yeah, so I'm getting it. Like operators are the normal
Mhm.
things we know actually. So if it comes like more difficult, we'll just copy down it.
Yeah, very good. Fine,
Yeah.
let's move on. So as you have people understand everything, I want you to do this
Mm.
coding problem as soon as possible right now.
Okay.
So it's 10:33. According to me, it should not take more than 10 or 15 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So all of
Okay.
you just do it, and I want to see your solution also. So you have to do screen share, or you have to send
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
in WhatsApp
Just
group.
okay, sure. Just
Just hold on. Anyone done or anyone facing any problem?
Done, sir.
So, and others are still doing?
Done, sir.
Okay, then just share a screen one by one so that I can see. Be fast. Or just to send this screenshot photo in WhatsApp group. I will check it from there. Okay, so guys, I will be giving you some few more challenges. What you do for each and every challenge, create one another JavaScript file like challenge1.js and copy and paste your code there. Okay, so mark age equals to height. Correct. Fine. Next one. You should execute directly on your computer. You should not write, because while writing, you will not get to know your syntax errors, where all you are doing the mistake.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so try
Mm-hmm.
directly.
Mm-hmm.
You need to write also. Others,
Yeah.
Krishna, Shreya, Guru, Nihal, Lakshmi.
Sir, I just showed you the screen.
What?
I just showed you the screen.
Okay. Others? Yeah, Guru, just share screen or send the photo. Okay, good. Krishna? Okay, you are also writing. Just don't write. Try to type the code and do. Okay. After the class, just type the code and send the code, your code pic on the group. So as you people have done, let me show you this. What I'm doing. So Mark and John are trying to compare their BMI, that is body mass index, which is calculated using the formula this. So formula is this: mass is in kg and height is in meter. Store the marks in the John's mass and height in variables, different variables. Calculate both of their BMIs and compare the Boolean variable containing the information whether the Mark has higher BMI than John. Print the string to the console containing the variable from the step 3. So I'm having the mass height of the mark. Both are in different variables and it is in meters. Same goes for the John. And then I'm calculating the BMI separately for each of them. I'm just to make it more representable, I'm just consoling out. And just see, I'm having the two variables and I'm separating it with the comma. So like this you can do. Then afterwards I'm comparing. It will give me a Boolean value because it's a logical operator. And afterwards I'm just printing out the string plus our variable result, whatever we are getting. Now comes the equality operator. There is one more. This is the one more reason why we say JavaScript is highly dynamic. So let's see. Here I am saying var x is equals to 20, y and y is also 20, but in form of a string. Okay. Now I'm doing if x is equals to y, and if I run this file, and it says x is, and it says both are same. So why exactly it is? When we are doing this only 2 equals to sign, at the time it will only check the value. Our value is 20, and here also our value is 20. You don't have to consider the data type of it. You will just considering the value, whatever the value it is. So that's why it says both are same. But how about if I do triple equals to, and if I run my code again, and it will say both are not same. So when we want to strictly check some equality, means if both the two variables are means if the data type and the value are same or not, at the time we'll be using triple equals to, because at the time it will be checking both value and the data type. So if we see value is same, but here the data type is number, and in y the data type is string. So that's why we are getting both are not same. And just note it down, this one. This is something different with which other programming languages are not having. Done? Have you guys done? Should I move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. Now comes again a simple if else condition, which you guys must be knowing. Just for the sake of revision, I will do it. So here what I'm doing, here I'm saying var first name equals to John and civil status single. Now just see here, now I'm for equality operator I'm using triple equals to sign. So I'm saying civil status equals to married. If it is true, then console.log out this, else console.log this. Easy, you must be knowing. Then another example. So now I'm saying var is married true. Here I'm not passing any expression. I'm just passing one value is married, and is married value is a variable whose value is true. So which console.log will be executed first or the second one?
The first one.
First one, because even though we are not passing any expression here also what is happening, if will be if statement is giving us a true or the false value. If this is true, if this condition is true, it will give us a true, and if it is true, it will print out this, and if our output is false, it will print out second console.log. Same goes here. But how about if I do like this? Now, which statement should be executed? So I'm saying var is married. Okay, I have declared one variable, but I'm not given any value. So here, if statement is married, it will try to extract the value of is married. And as there is no value for is married, it will give us undefined. If it is undefined, undefined is treated as false always. So it will print out a second statement, that is first name will hopefully married soon. Basics. And is saying John will be married soon, because is married is undefined and undefined is taken as false. How about this? Can someone tell me?
I guess false as well is a false value.
First one. So
No, I mean, second one, because I guess null is a false value.
yeah, correct. So undefined is considered as false, and same goes for the null, because null, as I told you, null means empty value. There is not a zero, not an empty string. It's completely blank space. In our memory, computer memory, a variable address will be stored, but that address will be not pointing to any value, and hence it will be considered as false.
Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, I can't see the screen, sir. It's blank.
Okay, why don't you just
Yes, not finished, sir.
Sir?
you just disconnect. Wait, let me see.
It's the second
Sir,
time,
you have
sir.
not ended your.
Now I can see, sir.
Oops. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So you get to know about double equals to and triple equals to. So just write down this code once again. I will explain. So if you want to just check the type of the data, means if you just want to check the value of the variable, at the time you will use double equals to. So I will say if x is equals to y, and I will just see here in my print, and it says both are same. Ignore the second console.log for now. Both are same. Why exactly it is happening? Because I have taken var x is equals to 20 and y is also equals to 20. But x is of number data type and y is of string data type. So if you only want to check the value, at the time we will use double equals to, because at the time it will only check the value, that is 20 and the 20. That's all. But if you also wants to check the data type and the value, at the time we will use triple equals to. Now if I do again run my code, it will say both are not
Both are not same.
correct. So just copy down this code fast, or just make a note of this. And you guys don't need to record the videos. I will be we are working on it and we'll be sharing all the videos, so no need to just again and again
Okay,
make the
sure.
same video. Done?
Done, sir.
Okay. So now coming to the if statement. This is a simple if statement which you people know. I want to come on this. So If we are not passing any expression, we can also pass like this: is married, and depending upon is married is undefined, and if it is undefined, it will
And so it's a
be false.
false.
False one. This was also pretty easy. And then now comes the Boolean logic. So what I've done, var first name equals to the John, and second variable var age equals to 20. Now I'm saying age is equals to less than 13. Print out this or this, and this is known as if else later, as you know. You guys must be knowing about this, right?
Yes, sir.
Anyone copying this code? No.
No.
So now we will do ternary operator. So ternary operator is a short form of if else operation, as we know. So what I'm doing, I'm saying var first name equals to the John, var age equals to 40. Afterwards, what I want to do something like this. If age is greater than 18, just forget all this right now. If age is greater than 18, var I will read the simple if first of all. So with a simple if, I want to check the age, and depending upon the age, I want to print a suitable output on my screen. This is the normal if, what you people know. But how about short form, that is the ternary operator? For that, what I will do, I first write the condition without the if keyword. After writing the condition, I will put the question mark, and this question mark is known as ternary operator. And afterwards, if this condition is true, I will write my first output, or whatever I want to do. I write my first output. But if this condition is false, I will put a colon after our first statement. I'll write my second statement, what should be executed after if this condition is false. Here I'm just executing only one statement, so that's why I'm just writing like this. But what if you want to print out multiple statements, or you want to do some multiple logic? At the time, you will just wrap it around curly braces. And as you know, within the curly braces, we can write multiple code of line, not a single one. Means not like this. But right now, let's keep it simple, and I will just say console.log first name, all this. This is the true statement, and this is the false statement. Again, same thing, but in a different way. What I'm doing, I'm saying var age equals to 18. If this is true, beer, else juice. So what is happening here? I am not outputting something. And I'm not even assigning something. I'm not doing anything. All what I'm doing, I'm just printing out one string, beer and the juice. So what will happen? If this condition is true, beer will be returned. Where it will be assigned after. This is the if condition. Once the if condition is done, it will just remove it. It will just goes off from the stack. So beer will be assigned to drink, else juice will be assigned to a string. So this is another form of writing the ternary operator or use of ternary operator, I can say. Instead of writing these 3 lines within a single line, we can assign a suitable value for the trend. And same goes here. We can do like this in a longer form. Now comes just type down this ternary operator, because this will be extensively using in React for many of the cases. Done copying?
Yes, sir.
Others?
Sir.
Okay, so we will move on. If someone is not written, just let me know. Now comes the switch statement. Again, it's pretty simple. So what I've done, I have created one variable var job equals to instructor, and I'm passing my switch, a variable within a switch statement, that is a job. If this is a teacher, so what will happen in means it will check the condition. Like our cases are like the if statement only. It will check something like this: if instructor So cases are like the if statement, it will check in something like this: if instructor is triple equals to teacher. Just to make sure, it will be checking cases are, it will check for both data type and the value. So it will be triple equals to, it will not sing double equals to. And afterwards I'm doing case instructor. If this is true, this should happen like this. Let me run this code. No. So it says we have executed, and it says John teaches kids how to code, because our job is equals to the instructor. But I will do something else right now. Now can someone tell me the output? What should be the output? Switch is a very simple statement you would have done many times. So can you tell me the output of this now? It will be same or different?
You just cleared the break statement, sir.
Yeah.
Like what? Okay.
So what should be out?
Both instructor and driver will be executed.
So the
Okay.
the alt will be executed. The break is not there.
So all you mean to say instructor, driver, designer, everything?
No.
Just
Break.
The
instructor and
next
driver.
one, only the driver will be executed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I was asking, whether you know
hmm.
the functionality of brake or not.
Because once the break, like after the driver, we have a break statement, so it will
Correct.
stop there. Yeah.
So I get if others are not responding, I guess you people are understanding because only two, three guys are just speaking. Okay, so you and if none of the cases are true, our default statement will be executed, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to different one more switch statement. So here what I'm doing, here I have declared a variable age equals to 56.
Hmm.
And here I'm passing true. So it is not necessary that you have to only pass the variable, you can also pass the Boolean value. What does it mean? If I'm passing true, it means that switch statement will be executed at least once. So I'm saying if age is less than 13. So here we were just passing our string. Here we are doing an expression. So in case we can equate our own expression, whatever we want, and we can execute. So which statement should be executed here? Which console.log?
Hmm. Is greater than or is equal to is a young man.
So
Default.
John is a man.
Default.
Very good. But
Hmm.
I do false here. What should be executed? What should be our output?
Oh, 30.
It's a boy.
What?
The
Nothing
first
will
Nothing. Very good.
be executed because it's false.
the first statement.
So what? So in case when we are passing the true, it will check the condition for each and every case. But once we are passing the false, what will happen? Whatever is there now, yeah, means it will not check our condition. It will directly go and execute our first case and print out the result. So just to be sure, don't consider false as nothing will be printed. Okay. Do you want to make a note of this second one? Just make a short. Instead of three values, you just write the code for the two values. That's all. Case one, case two. Once finished copying, let me know. Finished copying?
Yes, sir.
Now comes the truthy and the falsy values, which I told you in brief beforehand. Right? So, what are the falsy values? Falsy values are considered as undefined, null, zero. Just make sure it's zero. It's not -1. Okay, -1 will be considered as true value. That is a number. 0, empty string, and NaN. What does NaN stands for? NaN stands for not a number. When it will happen? When you will try to extract a number which is not exactly a number. Let's say you did var age equals to 10. So afterwards, you thought that age is a number. Let me equate it like age plus 1. So as you can see, age is not a number, it's a string. So it will gives us NaN, that is not a number error. That is known as NaN. What are the truth values which are not false? That is, if there is some number, if string is not empty, and correct data type we are trying to extract. So here, what I'm doing now, this should be pretty simple. I'm saying var height is equals to 0 and console log defined and not defined. I want Guru to answer this. What should be our console log, first or the second one? Guru, are you there?
Not defined, sir.
What?
Second
Defined,
one.
sir.
Second one, correct. I want Krishna to answer this. Krishna is there? Yeah, Krishna, what's the answer of this? First or the second? Krishna, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So what's the output? First or the second?
First one.
First.
Undefined. So not defined.
Correct. Try to pay more attention. Now comes this. So what if here it says in false value 0 comes, but we expressly want 0 to be there. Like we can say height is not a good example. Let's say age. So age can be 0 when newborn child is there. So at the time we want height not to be as a false value. It should means 0 should not be treated as a false value, but it should be treated as a truth value. At the time we will explicitly define, let's say height. What should be the height? Let's say again comment it out this. Here we are defining height equals to 0. So here height is equals to 0. As soon as 0 it will see what will happen. Our else statement should get executed. What is happening here? But we don't want that. We want if height is equals to 0 at the time also first console.log should be executed. At the time we will use an OR operator, making use of OR operator, that is if this is true or this is true. Here I will say if height is equals to 0 and it will gives us true. False and true in OR operator it will gives us true will be executed and hence variable is defined will be executed. This is a small reminder. And then equality operator, as you people know, let's do something like if height is equals to 23, if we make it 23, still our if statement will not be executed because we are using triple equals to sign. So I want to make you note of this statement. Just copy down this, no need to copy down this much, only this much. Done? Copying done? Have you guys copied?
Yes,
So
sir.
done.
Okay, those who have not copied, they can keep on copying. Rest all of you have second challenge for you. For the second challenge, what you do, don't start doing the challenge within the first script. Make another JS file, let's say challenge2.js, and there you should execute this second challenge. It's pretty long, so it can take a time. Let me read it out first for all of you. John and Mike both play basketball in different teams. Okay, in last 3 games, John's team scored 89, 120, 103 points, while the Mike team scored 116, 94, 123 points. Okay, now what is your task? Calculate the average score for both each of the team. Decide which team wins in average, highest average score, and print the winner to the console. Also include the average score in the output. So based on the average score, you have to print it out who is the winner. Then change the score to show the different winners. Don't forget to take into the account there might be a draw. So you hint is that you have to put the equal this if condition 3 times. Now, after doing these 3 steps successfully, what you have to do? You have to introduce one more player, that is Mary, also plays basketball, and her team score is this. Before, log the average winner to the console out of 3 teams. Now, Mary, John, and Mark. Hint: you will be needing the and operator to take the decision. If you can't solve this one, just watch the solution, no problem, that I will be showing here. Like before, change the scores and do it. Okay. So as it's a pretty long, it may take 15 minutes comfortably, and just do it. Okay.
Hmm.
Hello. Hello.
Have you guys done?
Hello.
Guru, have you done?
Sir, I have done, sir. I have a small doubt.
Yes.
How to use AND operator, sir? Logical AND. I'm getting the
Okay.
average of 3.
Okay,
And
sure.
it
Share your.
is
Can you share your screen? I can tell you better.
1 second. Sir.
Uh,
I'm getting
it's
stuck
not.
at the 1 second, sir.
Yeah. So, here, John.
1 second, sir. I will show you the output. This is the output, sir.
Mary average points are high. Marriage points are higher. 1112. Console.log.
I didn't
Okay.
understand the logical AND operator, sir. How to and where to use it.
Okay, I will show you.
Yes, sir.
Any other doubt?
No, sir. That's the only doubt. And I have written the code. Is my code correct, sir?
Yeah, I can see, but it's better if you can send the photo pic of it because somewhere it's not clear. You take a pic and send it on WhatsApp group, okay?
1 second, sir. I'll send it to you.
For whole code.
Okay, sir.
And what you do, you just copy all this code, open your WhatsApp web and paste it there in group and send it. Best. Others, Gautam.
I'll share screen.
You can mute your mic, Guru.
Yes, sir.
It's not, I can't see the screen. Dikshit, Shreya, Chetan. Chetan, how about you? Have you done?
Sir, I have shared the pic in WhatsApp, sir.
Okay, fine.
Hello.
Yes?
Sir, I will send the code, sir. In WhatsApp code.
Okay, I will just see.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now I will show you my code, what I have done, okay?
Okay, sir.
You can mute your mic. So, first of all, what we have to do? We are finding out the average of all. John also, I'm doing directly of John, Mike, and Mary all together. So just see, first I'm taking out the average, like var John's score is equals to all three scores divided by 3. All three scores divided by 3. This is an average, as you know. And then I'm I'm doing console.log John score, John Mike, score John, score Mike, and score Mary, all three. Afterwards, let's see their average first. Node. So here I'm getting the average of all three. Afterwards, what we have to check, whose score is highest using the AND operator, because we are having 3, John, Mike, and Mary. So what I'm doing, first I'm checking if John's score is the highest. So what I'm doing, John's score is greater than Mike. If it is greater, so we know about OR operator, it gives us true, it gives us true if any one of the condition is true. And gives us true only if all the conditions are true. So what I'm doing here now, I'm checking if score of John is greater than Mike. Okay, and I'm putting this brackets so to be more clear. If it is greater than Mike, and means I'm checking, it should return only true if both the conditions are true. And John's score is greater than Mary. If it is true, console.log John's team wins with the John score points, if whatever is the points. Now for the Mike, I'm checking if my score is higher than score John and score Mike is greater than Mary, then console.log Mike's team wins with the score Mike points. And same goes to the Mary. And this is how you use AND operator. You will write first condition to the left hand side, second condition to the right hand side. Let's say you are having one more player. At the time, you can again put AND operator, and you can do anything like score Mary should be greater than 50. Now what does it mean? It means that score Mary or whatever the points of Mary are, it should be greater than John's as well as Mike, and as well as it should be greater than the 50 coins, and then it will execute. Like this, you can keep on adding and conditions, whatever you need. You got it, Guru, now?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Anything else?
Sir, can you explain AND operator once again?
Okay. So before that, let's go with the slides. Challenge we have done, conditions we have done, Boolean logic. Now let's see the Boolean logic. For AND operator, what we are having? We are having variable A and the variable B. Variable now, AND operator will always return true only if both the conditions are true, that is variable A and the variable B. But if any one of the condition is false, like variable A is false and variable B is true, it will return as false. And if variable B is false and variable A is true, then also it will return the false. Whereas in OR case, if any one of the condition is true, it will return as true. True, true, true. True and false, true. False and true, true. But false and false, it will return false. So AND condition is used when we want to be 100% sure that this thing should happen other with other things, whatever we are doing. At the time we use AND condition. AND means whatever conditions we are specifying, that should be true. That should met some certain criteria. And AND operator is represented by two ampersand signs. That's what we have done. Our first condition, second condition, and we are concatenating both the conditions with the help of AND. So tell me, score John. What is score John? Score John is 137 and score Mike is 155. What it will return us? Guru, score John is greater than
Sir?
score Mike.
Yes, sir.
Score John is greater than score Mike. What it should return?
True, sir.
What it will return?
Score John.
See, score John is 137
Yes,
and
sir.
score Mike is 115. What it will return?
137.
No. See, it's a relational operator. Relational operators gives us Boolean value.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, score John is greater than score Mike?
Yes, sir.
If it is correct, what it will give us? It will give us true.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now comes here. Score John and score Mary. Score John is 137 and score Mary is 1112.
Score John.
What it
True, sir.
will return us?
True, sir.
What? True. Very good. True. Now, true and true. What it gives us?
True, sir.
True. Let's say this is false.
Okay,
True
sir.
and false, it will return us
False.
false. So I guess what you were doing mistake, it will not give us numeric value. Relational operators always gives us Boolean value.
Okay, sir.
Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Nothing, sir.
So this was without 3 players and 2 players as was condition was given in 2 and 3. This I've done here. So bit the changed icon. That's correct. So from tomorrow, we will be start doing some of the core concepts of JavaScript, that is functions, function expressions. So from tomorrow till today also, most of you are knowing all these basic things, but from tomorrow you have to pay attention and just do it what I am saying. Okay. So let's wrap it up for today here itself. So basic Boolean logic we know. Relational operators always gives us true or false. And which operator is this? Exclamation mark?
Not.
Not operator. So if age is less than 30, let's say age is equals to 16. So 16 less than 30, what it will gives us?
False.
16 less than 30.
Yes, sir.
True.
True. Now we are using not operator. So what it will do? For true will be converted into the false. Not operator does the opposite. If it is true, it will become false, false to true. Okay. Now Guru, tell me what should be the output here. First one.
1 second, sir. False, sir.
False. Second one. Only Guru will tell.
False.
True, sir.
True, sir. Sorry. True, sir. Age is greater than or equal to 2.
Here we are using an OR operator and above we are using the AND operator. You should keep in mind this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And now comes the ternary operator. Ternary operator is the shorthand of if else, as we have seen. Question mark is known as ternary operator. First statement, whatever we write, it is considered as a true statement. Second condition, it is considered as a false statement. Now comes the truthy and the falsy values. As I told you, falsy values are undefined, null, zero, empty string, not a number. Now challenge 2 you have executed. From tomorrow we will do the functions. Okay, and from tomorrow try to join on time. Don't make 10 minutes late, 5 minutes late, all that stuff. Okay, anyone have any questions, any doubts?
No.
Okay, so you are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Who are the rest two guys? Anyone knows? It's a 10 people batch, right? Anyone knows who is absent? Anyone of your friend?
Yes, sir. Just now they have left.
Who all?
Krishna.
Krishna and one more, right?
Lakshmikant, sir. Lakshmikant.
Okay. Those two guys.
Yes, sir.
And can you tell me which all colleges you are from?
EWAT, sir.
East West.
East West, sir.
Okay, others?
Vrindavan College.
Okay,
East West, sir.
East West. Shreya, what? MVIT, okay, you told.
EWIT.
And Gautam?
East West, sir. EWIT.
And you know about Lakshmikant and
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
East West only.
East
both
West.
of
East
you,
West,
both
sir.
of them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
8 of them we are from East West, sir.
So you all guys are friends or from different batches?
No, sir.
From the
We all
same
are
batch.
friends.
Okay, fine then. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Tomorrow we will do the functions
Thank you.
and start doing JavaScript because it will be getting difficult as we go ahead. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so try to create a simple programs as we did today. We did only just two. You just do any one of them, and if you find any problem, just come early and I will explain you.
Okay, sir.
Bye bye.
Bye, sir.